This food market is actually insane. It is massive. So it's a night market, so they also have shops and they sell clothes and I don't know stuff. But the food sections here, there's just food all over the place, and I've never seen so many food stalls together in one place, and good food stalls as well. I wish I was more hungry. If you want to go to a night market just for food, you have to go to Jodd Fairs Night Market. It's insane how much food stalls they have, and they all look so good. And until now, everything I had, it also was really good. So yeah.
Located in central Bangkok, Jot Fairs Night Market, born from the legendary Ratchada train market, this place is now one of Bangkok's hottest food spots. It offers an immersive look into Thailand's street food culture. From crispy pork belly, tangy pork soup, grilled seafood, and rich noodles, it's all cooked right in front of you. The market features hundreds of stalls serving everything from traditional Thai dishes to creative new flavors. Whether you love traditional Thai food or viral food trends, this market delivers. Jot Fairs has become a must visit for anyone who is exploring Bangkok at night. Okay, so first I needed to look around and see my food options for tonight. Everything looked really good. There were so many food carts to choose from, but my eye fell on this seafood stand, which is called Phu Pha. This popular food cart is all about bite-sized seafood snacks, cooked fresh and right in front of you. They serve small round seafood balls made with shrimp, squid, crab and mixed seafood poured into hot pans. You can watch as the mixture is carefully poured into a takoyaki-style pan and cooked until it's golden on the outside and soft on the inside. Then they flip them, brush them with sauce and finish it with Thai seasoning for extra flavor. The result is crispy, juicy and perfect for snacking. Phu Pha is one of the must-try snacks when you're exploring Jot Fairs at night. And one portion is only 140 baht, so that's a good price. Okay, let's have a seat so we can eat.
Okay, so I got my first dish that I ordered, and it's a seafood dish. It has all kinds of seafoods in these tiny little batter/egg pancakes, and it seemed to be a really popular stall, so I got it. I saw photos of Mark Wiens eating it, so it must be some type of hype or something. Let's try it. So it comes with a sauce, and it has like octopus, crab stick, mussels, shrimps on top of the little battered pancake. Okay, let's try it. The first one is going to be octopus little pancake. I have no idea how to eat this. These tentacles are everywhere. Oh, hey God. Let's give that another try. Good. The octopus is delicious. Now let's try the cake. That is really good. The little pancake batter, so crispy on the outside and so soft on the inside. That's delicious. So it's a really big portion, and it was 140 baht, which is like $5 US, I think. But it's definitely worth it. I get the hype.
Okay, let's see what is next. It's really hard to choose and I'm by myself, so I have to choose wisely since I have to finish every dish I order myself and I can't share multiple dishes with someone. Anyways, I found this Korean chicken stall and she was selling out quickly, which gave me massive anxiety and I needed to get some quick before they were sold out. Don't those chickens look so good? Look at the crispiness on the outside and they look so juicy. Let's get some.
Okay, next up we have Korean chicken. Look at that. That looks so delicious. Ooh. 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 So for this dish, I got some gloves, so I don't have to walk around with sticky fingers all night. So these Korean chicken pieces are with Korean sauce on it, and I asked if it was spicy, and they said no. So let's see. Maybe she just wanted to sell it to me, or maybe it's really not spicy. Let's try it. Let's get a nice, big, good, fat piece. Okay, so this is a really good, fat, nice chunk. Let's try it.
I can do 1,500ไปร้านโฮตี้
That's some good Korean chicken, and it's not spicy, so she was not just trying to sell it to me, and it was also very busy at the stand, so very good Korean chicken stand, and they're only 20 baht per piece, so it's not really cheap, but it's also not really expensive. Really good.
So I've seen crispy pork everywhere here, and I'm gonna get myself some. I saw this Mr. Chicken stand and I thought, let's get some nice crispy pork here. The crispy pork looked good and it was not too busy, so I could get it quickly, just how I like it. A small portion was only 200 baht, which sounds good to me, so I got a small portion of the crispy pork at Mr. Chicken.
Okay, next up we have the crispy pork that I got. I got a small portion, which is not really small, for 200 baht. But it is a good portion of crispy pork for 200 baht, to be fair. I already ate two as well, so. And they're really, 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 really good. Good crispy pork. Also with this slightly sweet sauce and this nice chili garlic sauce, it goes perfect.
便宜啊，这个才65，那你永远管65。那完全看到55了。
And now I crave something for in between, like a little snack in between my meals that I can have while I walk around this massive market. And it didn't take long before I found the perfect snack. This chicken stand here that smells delicious is called Kai Tot, and they do all kinds of delicious fried chicken. So I decided to get myself some fried chicken skin.
Okay, so these are crispy chicken skin. They're supposed to be very, very crispy. So let's try and see how crispy they are with my mic. So they passed the crisp test. They're super crispy, there's a lot of spices on there. It's not spicy, but it has a lot of flavor and spices, and I just can't believe how crispy it is. It is absolutely the perfect crisp. I have a whole plate of them.
Okay, so now it's time for probably the most popular dish they have, a sour tangy pork bone soup, also known as volcano ribs or lang sap. One of Thailand's most famous spicy soups and a night market classic, it's a spicy and sour pork bone soup made with tender pork spine, simmered until the meat falls right off the bone. The broth is packed with chilies, fresh lime, garlic and herbs. It's hot, sour, savory, and super addictive. Let's get it.
Okay, and for the last dish, we need our gloves again. Because I ordered these famous pork ribs. And they're famous because I think Mark Wiens had them once and he said they were really good. But they probably are really good, to be honest. Let's try the soup. That is so good. Oh, that soup is delicious. It's very salty, tangy. Yeah, I think it's the tanginess of it. The sourness of the soup makes it so good. It's delicious. That is so good. Okay, now let's try one of these ribs. That is so good. The meat on these bones are just so soft. I don't even know how to eat this. Like, it's just one big picking, biting situation. But you can basically also just pick it because it just falls right off the bone. That's how soft it is. And don't forget to take a bite and a sip. Just together, the meat and the soup. Perfect combination, so good. Oh my god, my mouth is actually on fire after downing that pork rib soup with the pork ribs. That soup, when you drink loads of it, just continuously, it gets really, really spicy, and my mouth is on fire right now. So I'm just gonna find one more thing to eat, and probably it's gonna be a nice cold dessert. So hopefully I can find something here. I'm sure I will, because they have loads here. But yeah, I think the foods, all the food, like the chicken skin was amazing. Those pork ribs that don't even look that appetizing because it looks a bit plain. But that soup and the pork ribs is so, so good. The Korean chicken was really good. The crispy pork was really good. And what else did I have? Ooh, and those seafood pancakes, the rice batter pancakes were also really, really good. So far, really, really good. And now just one more thing, and that is dessert.
Let's find some dessert. I'm craving something cold and chocolatey, and I found the perfect stand for it. This food stand sells delicious Milo drinks. Milo is a chocolate malt drink that is extremely popular in Southeast Asia. It tastes chocolatey, milky, creamy, and malty, the perfect combination. I ordered a Milo frappe Volcano. Let's try it.
Okay, so for my last meal, aka my dessert, I got a Milo, how do you call it? A Milo frappe. I love Milo. I have like a package of Milo drink every day. And then it's a Volcano because at the end, after they pour the whole Milo into the milkshake, they put loads of Milo powder on top of it. So when you mix it, the Milo flavor becomes like stronger and stronger. Let's try it. It is so good, and it was only 69 baht, so it's not really cheap, but also not really expensive for a night market frappe.
So that was it for the Jot Fairs Night Market here in Bangkok, Thailand. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye!